Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. Last we left off, we recruited the Justicar Samara, and it looks like she's going to be a very interesting addition to our team. So, I've mentioned before several times, and it's been brought up and pointed out and made very evident, that there are things called loyalty missions, and I even completed one for Garrus. But that we've got a lot more ground to cover.
There is nothing more absolute than the oath of an Asari Justicar. You did well getting Samara on our side. She is so elegant and gorgeous. Too bad her manner is just so cold.
Cold, huh?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Alright.
That'll be all.
Take care.
Take care. Any new messages? Probably not. I got some... Yeah. Well, I do want to chat with one person before proceeding, but yes, you want to do the loyalty missions. I'm sure I covered this before, but it is vitally important, and not just in this game, to make sure that you take care of everyone's unfinished business.
So, Commander, even your Asari are trained killers? You get everyone at the same store or something?
Well, how do you think I picked you?
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my
Alright.
thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yeah, I don't want anything less than hired, trained killers on my crew. That's exactly how it happens, Joker. That's why you're here. Oh, wait. Not so much. Anyway. So, there's one that has been... One mission. Wow, we've got kind of kicked around. Alright, do we have everything we need? Yes. That basically started the whole loyalty mission and has been hanging out on our little galaxy map here since we started. And let's see, we want to go to the Rosetta Nebula, and we're going to start with Jacob. Well, I mean, after Garrus. And I did all of the, you may notice that all of these planets have names. I did all of the planet scanning over here in between videos. Earlier on, actually. I even searched that one. But 2175 Aya. Help Jacob.
Anomaly detected.
Anomaly detected. Named after an Asari scientist, this remote planet appears to have been on the list of forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere consistent with carbon-based plant life. It is possible this is an as yet unexplored garden world. I can talk. So anyway, looks almost exactly like Earth, actually.
MSV Hugo Gernsback, registration BW4610034087. Impact and unscheduled suborbital deceleration recorded. General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback.
I have found something.
Well, let's go. And on this mission, it will require you to take Jacob, because it really would not make sense to do his personal mission without him actually being present. Really would not. So yeah, he's automatically highlighted here. Let's see. He always makes a good addition to the team. Well, yeah. Although Miranda might have been interesting to take with us, but, yeah. Let's pick your gun. Let's put you on this one as well. Okay. It's beautiful. It even comes with its own soundtrack. That's beautiful.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Okay, bye-bye, shuttle. Alright, so is there anything over here? Probably not, but it never hurts to check. I mean, other than a gorgeous landscape. I mean, seriously. So, Jacob mentioned this was the, if you don't remember, this was the ship that his father disappeared on many years ago.
And mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
What was that? Huh.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
And that's just cool. And you can even see details like the birds up on the top of it. That, like I said, really cool. Spare parts. Okay. Partial officer's log.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
What? Is that the same thing we're gonna hear?
Along with this anymore.
Okay.
We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them.
So... that doesn't sound good at all, actually. Doctor's log.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
This place has not been accessed in a long time. Guys. Jacob, if you want my help, don't get in my way.
Report if I didn't stop sending messages.
Now she's so innocent. They all are. And the look she gives when she's... It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
Fuck you. Whoever that was, fuck you. But in the midst of this, we can still hack for credits because, you know, we're still the good guys. Really? You gave me the 3 literally in a fucking row. Okay, well...
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Alright, so this paints the picture of a really, grim situation. People were losing their memories? Their minds?
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as... Record deleted. By Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Uh-huh.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
So, Ronald Taylor is the one who set up the beacon after all this time.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
I'm sure that the experiment became far more long-term.
Come on, let's get going.
Our father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
It must have after so long.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of suspicious stuff all lined up at once. Oh.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
They've seen it.
They seen us. Really, Shepard? They've seen us. Ya think?
This should punch through their armor.
Well, I hate to do this.
Target down!
Oh, there's someone over here, too, huh? Well, I don't think he survived long after that. Oh, and I forgot to...
Got him.
They didn't have neural decay. They were insane.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very...
Yeah, so you say.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Poor woman. But so long as we can take their money, everything's just fine and dandy. Oh, well, nice of them to drop some ammo for me. This does not seem like a good situation in the slightest.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Yeah, I hope they are too. So I'm gonna let you know, let's charge up with our weapons drawn, because that won't make them suspicious at all.
Huh. They're from the same group as the ones that attacked us, but these are docile.
But they're all female.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly, but the female on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Well, that kind of implicates, Mr. Ronald Taylor in a really bad light. And as a side note, I want to point out what they were talking about, that only the ones who were exiled come back as hunters, but if the only ones who were exiled were men, that means that Mr. Ronald Taylor was keeping the women and not the men. I will leave the implications of that for later.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here. He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
Hey, lady who has my haircut.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
I promise we won't.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
That is actually pretty, creepy? Yeah, creepy is a good word to go with here. And then... Alright. That was definitely a mech. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get over here!
Fire. Your captain demands obedience. Weapons are captain.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me. Your captain demands obedience. Weapons are
His mechs shoot without question. Not exactly a long-term discipline solution.
Well, that would make them hate him. But maybe it was just for defense.
Jacob. Also... yeah.
Sure thing.
Affirmative.
Thanks, guys.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle, or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
So yeah, pretty much what I was saying before, they kind of made it pretty darn clear without explicitly telling us exactly what happened.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Yep. Really does not look good at all. And on that note, we are definitely out of time for this installment of Let's Play Mass Effect 2. But I hope to see you next time where we confront his father about some of these things. Hope to see you then.